Why don't we start with, I'm sure you saw the restaurant launch.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
saw, why don't we just start with how he's transcending what it means to be a creator and literally building $1 billion business as one single individual.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time. I think Mr. Beast is the blueprint for the future of creators.
Yeah.
Meaning
Yeah.
He has built a direct relationship with his audience. And because of that, you can see he's created Feastables, like the snack food company. He's created, Mr.
The
Beast
burgers.
Burger,
Yep.
virtual restaurants all over North America. And of course, he has his in-person restaurant. I think that shows the power of the individual, one person without a traditional footprint in any of these particular industries,
Yep.
disrupting those industries. That is the blueprint of what creators can do. Like he's
Exactly.
showing it. And so people talk about LeBron or MJ being the GOAT. They talk about, I don't know, Richard Branson being the GOAT of entrepreneurship. Mr. Beast is the GOAT of creators.
Without a doubt.
And he's showing what is possible.
Yeah.
What do you think?
100% on the same page. He even says in some of his interviews, is like, I don't understand why people aren't following me or trying to see what I'm doing and take that back into their business. And I feel like that's a big miss on social media. You don't actually pay attention to what you're listening to or watching. But for me, and the reason I brought this up is because within the lab right now, I always try to dissect this man's Mr. Beast. What's he doing? How can we apply it? He's trying to be the creator, the end all be all of entertainment on YouTube. How do we take that and be that for basketball? How do we be the end all be all for basketball? And the thing we're implementing right now is the languages. Because to me, that's still such a genius idea. When you have so much content, and if you want to tap a global market like
That's an
basketball,
Yeah.
you need to repurpose content.
I don't think people understand what you're talking about. So explain Mr. Beast's translation.
Mr. Beast has many YouTube channels. He has Mr. Beast Gaming and food and reacts and all this stuff. And he also recently created Mr. Beast Espanol, Mr. Beast in French, Mr. Beast in Hindi, and Portuguese, and a bunch of other languages that I'm probably missing. And all these YouTube channels have millions of followers that are based within that specific country. And what's even crazier is he's hired the best voice actors in the world in those countries, which the average person can't do. And they're voicing over or dubbing his videos.
It's genius.
So if there's a joke in American that maybe someone in India won't understand, that translator will make it so that culture over there will understand, which I think is like mind blowing. And he's killing it.
Yeah.
And he's even said he has a bigger fan base in India than it does anywhere else in the world. And you got to think about that. This Gore or this white guy has his biggest audience in India where it's all brown people.
That's amazing.
But he's just what I love about him is the way he thinks. Cause like you said, it's the blueprint. So as a creator, we're all creators. How do we try to see some of the things he's doing or his team's doing and implement that within our life? So I'm always just trying to dissect him. That's why I always like picking your brain.
Yeah, I know. I think he's a really inspiring person, for this generation or any generation. He is like, he has that Mamba mentality, right? He will step over his grandmother to create a video. Just like how Kobe would do the same to get to the basket or whatnot. He's so psychotic about creating the best damn video that it's inspiring. Like the fact that he has analyzed, 10,000, thumbnails just to figure out what the right one is. Like he understands YouTube better than YouTube. And to me, 100%. That's crazy.
He has to be an advisor that we don't know about because, and you bring up the thumbnails. I think he said he spends $100,000 on thumbnails he spent some ridiculous amount on thumbnails and testing thumbnails, which is like things that people aren't even
totally
thinking about, man, which is crazy. So like, that's another thing we took. Like I finally hired a thumbnail artist, which like makes it different. Cause like he talks about, not to get too techie, I'll end it here on YouTube, but like click-through rate or the average view. It's like, those are things that are so important to monetize and build on YouTube. It's like the average creator is not thinking about that, but he's doing it.
He's doing it.
And he's talking about it openly.
Yeah. And again, going back to it, I think what's impressive is not only what he's doing with YouTube, but what he has done around brands and what he's going to build. Like he is going to be a billionaire. He is going to be able to build like $1 billion companies based on what he's doing. It might take a couple years, 5 years, 10 years, but he's going to do it. Just like how LeBron, became a billionaire, like it was going to happen because when you have a relationship with your customers, with your audience, to me, that's the most powerful asset in the world.